Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing tonight?
Very well.
Nice.
Very well, Willie.
Nice. Oh, our order is all messed up. Let me do some switching here.
How are you, Willie?
I'm doing well. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here tonight. I am excited to be here tonight. So let's see. We need Tom down here and Karl up there. Hannah's there. We go. Everybody's set. A little technical difficulty, but we're all good now. Welcome everybody to Would I Lie to You? Pig's oldest and most continuously run game show. I think we might be at our month's birthday, so I think a couple months now. For those of you who are new, here's how the game is played. This is a show that's dedication to fabrication. I didn't write that. Our panelists tonight will read a statement in front of them that will either be a truth that they submitted in advance, or it's going to be a lie that our producer Peter came up with them. They will read that. They will try to defend it to the other team. The other team needs to determine if, in fact, it is the truth or it is a lie. How does that sound? Everybody feel that they're up for the challenge?
Yeah.
Born ready. Right.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, let's introduce our teams first. We have Hannah, who is the captain of the Fibber McGee and Molly team. Hannah, can you tell us what your team's all about?
My team is all about winning and doing anything we need to win. No matter what's
Nice. Nice. Right. Nice. And who are your team?
What's that? Oh, we have Karl.
Nice. Well, welcome, Fibber McGee and Molly. Good luck to you tonight. And going over to the Mandalorian team, I think I said it right, is Josiah. Josiah, can you tell us what your team's all about and who they are?
We're all about lies, deception, shadow play, all of that great stuff. First, we have Jay Bird, Justin Hebert. He's part eagle, part puffin, and he's ready to lie. And then we have the man, the myth, the legend. He owns a key to everyone's heart. It's Tom Epstein.
Nice. All right. So are you all ready to get into it?
Yes.
Then let's play. I have randomly selected names of who will go and in what order. And our first contestant tonight is none other than Jay Bird.
Oh, man.
So, Justin, if you could open letter number 1 and read it.
Okay. My family always used a blender to scramble eggs. I only learned this year that almost nobody does this.
All right. So that means Fibber, McGee, and Molly, you can ask some questions to determine if this is a truth or if it's a lie.
You say you've only learned this year that not everybody does that?
Yes, this year. You want to know how I found out, Mike Amaral?
I would love to know.
Gordon Ramsay. He makes a very, very great scrambled egg. And I learned it on YouTube.
What did you say? Like, what came across your mind when you first saw someone scrambling eggs normally?
Normally, right. My first thought was they were wasting so much energy scrambling in the pot, because if you use a blender, it does it in seconds.
Right.
So actually, if I may ask, so you scramble it in the blender and then you would just pour it in the pan. Was that the process that you guys would typically?
Yeah, that was the Hebert method. We would also scramble the eggs before we put it in any sort of baking.
Yeah, and would you put like milk in or whatever you guys mixed with the eggs to whatever one puts in them. So
You're right. Yeah, I wouldn't. My dad preferred a runny egg, which would always surprise me. I never enjoyed it, but you do too.
Yeah.
That's the way I want them.
Honey eggs
But-
all the way.
Yeah.
I not that you care, but I like my eggs really hard. So
Likewise.
just a fun fact about Wooly. Just a fun
Wow,
fact
okay.
about Wooly. Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
Make a note of that.
Noted.
What other questions do we have?
So, yeah. So how often did you have to replace your blenders in your household? Because I'm assuming that you probably ate. Well, one, did you eat eggs frequently?
Yes, it was somewhat of a Sunday tradition. We would do pancakes and eggs, and my dad's a bit of a handyman, if you will. So we wouldn't replace the blender; we would take it apart
Okay.
and rebuild it.
Okay,
But it was
so
just,
because you'd literally be using
Right.
it over 50
Yeah.
times a year. So
Wow.
yeah,
Certainly.
wow, that's
Do you
Yeah.
blend like anything else that should be whisked or mixed together in a bowl? Like,
Well, I don't think so. And the reason I say I don't think so is because I haven't really explored many other mixing technique, I guess, on the internet, on YouTube. So the Gordon Ramsay thing was a bit of a shock for me. But hey, I've got a cooking master class now, and I've got the whole master class collection. I'm learning a lot, I'll tell you, about cooking. So
Yeah.
I might find that out.
yeah. Did you?
So after you left your family home, shall we say,
Mhm.
you never made scrambled eggs in front of another human being ever? And then just suddenly Gordon Ramsay was the light dawning on you that says, "Oh, that's
Sure,
not how most
sir.
people scramble their eggs."
Yeah,
Mm.
certainly. Like a year ago, Becca started living here more, and I started getting fancy with my breakfast cooking. But before that, it was just I would pop a bagel in the conventional toaster. This guy.
Yeah.
I was just a bagel guy, and I would get my breakfast sandwiches to go. Amy's Place on Wickenden Street.
Lobbies.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
good.
so before Becca moved in and started cooking there more than normal, or more than often, have you made scrambled eggs for yourself at home?
Have I? Yes, certainly.
Can you show us your blender?
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, hang on.
That's not your blender. It's your moneymaker.
Nice.
Good shot.
Wow.
So this is my
Wow.
KitchenAid. I got this nice blue shade because that's what Ocean State Job Lot had back in 2015, 14 when I moved out.
Yeah.
And then here's the gizmo with the blade.
You can crush
I can
ice.
still
with
some-
that.
Yeah. I have another question.
Sure.
Do you have siblings?
I do. I have a younger brother.
Okay, and so as you're younger, is he out of the house now? Has he fledged from?
He is. He
Okay.
moved 2 houses up the street from my parents.
Okay, so I'm assuming this methodology also went along with him too, right? That he
Yes.
actually that. Okay, so it diffused with him. Did he realize this before you? I mean, or when you when you found this out from Gordon Ramsay, did you just call up and say, "Hey, holy shit, man! You don't need a blender to make eggs."
Right.
Yeah, like was the next Thanksgiving like an eye opener? Like, hey guys, I have got something to show you.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
we don't bury the turkey in the backyard anymore. So.
Yeah. It was interesting, right? I went home and I was like, why were we ever using the blender? And my brother thought it was hilarious, right? But he had discovered that people make eggs other ways. He didn't realize that nobody scrambled eggs the way my parents scrambled eggs.
I don't know.
It's like here.
Who's got a tear? Me? You?
Me.
Oh, you.
All right, Fibber, McGee, and Molly, do you have any more questions, or is it time to determine if this is a truth or if this is a lie?
No, I'm out.
Thanks for the compliment, Roy. I like my blender too.
I will go on record as saying I want this to be the truth, but I'm gonna say lie.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I'm gonna say lie as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
All right.
It
But I
seems-
want to be wrong. So
I do too. Yeah.
All right. Hannah, what is your team's final answer?
we're gonna say lie.
All right. Justin, were you telling a lie or were you telling the truth?
Damn, y'all. Yeah, I was lying.
Oh, but I'm totally gonna try to make eggs that way now.
Yeah.
nice,
sure.
Yeah.
nice save and having the blender right there, though. That was
Damn.
nice.
Yeah.
What gave it away?
Yeah.
The sheer absurdity of it.
You have a tell. You raise your left eyebrow slightly when you
The
lie.
way everything
Yeah.
else in life, you seem like a fully functional human being.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So after the first question, Fibber, McGee, and Molly 1, and Mando 0. But now it is your chance to come back because, according to my random generator here, Karl is up and can now read his. And while Karl's pulling that up, I do want to say, everybody, I'm putting up the donation ticker. If anybody feels so compelled, that's how you give to Providence Improv Guild, tax deductible donation. But there is no obligation to do so. What you are obligated to do is share that we are doing these shows. We're coming back. We're doing some live shows on Fridays. We have our next Would I Lie to You coming up in a couple weeks. So please share that these are going on. But if you really, really have to, if you feel compelled to give money, that's how you do it. But again, no obligation. So
Excuse me, Willie?
Yeah.
Is it a ticker if it's moving and a chyron if it's not? Just
I
don't know.
you know something? My controls, they call it a ticker, but maybe it's a chyron. I don't know. I am. Oh, I guess I should just make up something. Yeah. Yes, it's because it's moving. It's a ticker. It's exactly it.
I thought a Chiron was a country.
That's where Superman's from, right? The planet Chiron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a car.
Plymouth Chiron.
All right, Karl, are you ready to read your statement?
Yes, I am. So my high school biology teacher taught us that the only two types of animals in Australia are mammals and marsupials.
Wait.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Yeah,
Karl,
the whole thing.
Sure. I'll read. Yep. My high school biology teacher taught us that the only two types of animals in Australia are mammals and marsupials.
I guess my first question is that true?
Is what true? that this what I just read?
Yeah, that there's two.
That there's only two types of animals and
Oh. I thought you were asking if he was telling the truth.
Oh,
What's that? No, I'm just saying this is what he taught us. Yes. So.
okay.
So was he
What was
teaching you facts? Is really what Josiah was asking.
What Josiah is asking. Was he teaching us facts? Yes, it would have been a fact, I guess, that the only two types of animals in Australia are mammals and marsupials.
Oh, in Australia. What was his name?
In Australia.
What was the teacher's name?
Mr. McGravy.
Wait, Mr. McGravy?
What's that? McGravy.
I'm an old man because I don't hear that well.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, I am too. Oh,
Mr.
sorry.
McGravy?
Gravy. Yep.
And was his wife Mrs. McPotatoes?
I never met her. I don't know. And in fact, I don't know if he was married or not. He was fairly young. I mean, but he could have been.
What year did you go to high school?
I started in 1977.
Okay.
Karl, did you challenge this teacher at all?
Did I challenge it? No, because I assumed I didn't really question authority a lot throughout my life, and I just assumed that this is what was the correct biology of Australia. So
Right.
yeah, there were kids in the class. I think there was one, John Aiken, I think he was his name. He was a really smart kid, and he brought up the idea that what about parrots and other birds too? And so, but the teacher said that no, they still fall within that category because they're in Australia.
Huh. What high school did you go to?
What's that again?
What high school did you go to?
South Park High School.
Quick question. So when he announced his name to you first, did you laugh?
Did I laugh?
Like
Yes.
when you first heard his name, did you laugh?
Yeah, yeah. Probably 30% of the class snickered. So, but I'm assuming that he's used to the ribbing. No.
And Mindy is coming to your defense. She said she also had a teacher named McGravy. So
it's yeah.
Did she go to South Park?
Yeah.
She got to.
Yeah.
I went to Canada once, and McDonald's had poutine, and what they put on the top of the poutine was McGravy. So I believe it.
No, I understand that McGravy is a thing. It's that it could be perhaps in Australia. I don't know, but a teacher named McGravy is. I mean, I don't. I'll be honest. I don't know anything about Australia, but I have reservations about McGravy. That's all. I have major reservations about a teacher named McGravy.
How did you do in the class?
How did I do?
Do you remember? Yeah, getting an A, a B.
No. I was actually a very poor student when I was in K through 12. I got probably a C minus. I had like a C minus average all through my first 12 years of school. Yeah.
That seems like more of a lie than McGravy.
This whole thing really lies.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that the what you're trying to determine is the lie about the Australian, not the last name of the teacher. You seem to be getting a little off track. So
okay,
The whole thing's a lie. If Karl
Put the train back on the rails, Willie.
Noted.
okay.
Noted.
Thanksgiving school.
Was there
Boy.
anything else that McGravy taught you that seemed a little bit off?
Well, let's see. So there was the Australia piece. There was we had to dissect earthworms one time too, and he said something about that earthworms didn't have a circulatory system, but I'm not sure. If I misunderstood. As I said, I wasn't that great of a student. So
Right.
but yeah. So I mean, there was something kind of off about it, but I'm not quite sure. So.
You keep naming things that it sound like they're bizarre for a science teacher to say, but then again, I don't know science, so I don't know if worms have a circulatory system. I don't know what a marsupial is.
Yeah.
A pouchy. It's a pouchy. It's a pouchy.
Yeah, it's
A kangaroo.
It's the Capri Sun of
A
animals.
kangaroo.
yeah, like a kangaroo. Yep. And so.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, everything seems plausible except for the McGravy comment. I mean, it's not shocking to me that a teacher would teach facts wrong, but it's the McGravy thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah. There's probably some guy named McGravy watching this broadcast right now, and you will probably be receiving a stern letter from him.
Yeah, Mr. McGravy, feel free to call in.
Please.
We'll
We'd like to talk about animals.
we'll have McGravy on the panel 2 weeks from now for his rebuttal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Hardcore Police Lieutenant McGravy is turning in his gun and his badge somewhere today.
Yeah, his meat Kalpa will be.
He's a loose cannon.
Would the Mandalorians like a perhaps a question from the audience? We Rebecca would like you to ask a question on her behalf. Is that all right?
Yeah.
All right. So she'd like to ask Karl to identify some mammals and marsupials and how he came to know more animals in Australia.
Yeah, Karl.
Wow.
What did you
Yeah.
learn from McGravy?
Oh, okay. Well, some mammals and marsupials. Yeah. A marsupial would be, as Ian, I think, said earlier, or no, sorry, Tom. Kangaroo, it's animals that have pouches. Yep. A koala bear would be a marsupial as well. And a wombat, of course, is a marsupial too. So, whereas a mammal would be the type of animal that doesn't have a pouch, but also nurses their young, whereas marsupials do too, and they're warm-blooded and they have fur. So, a dog, for example, is a mammal. So.
Sounds like a lie.
That all sounds lies.
And how did I become familiar? Was that the second part of the question? How did I become familiar?
How did you know more about the animals from Australia?
Well, I took a trip there at one point in time. Yeah, I had actually, when I was in my, this would have been junior year of undergrad at University of Pittsburgh. They had a travel abroad program, and I got to go to Canberra in Australia. And then there was a side trip that we did by train to Central Australia as well. And so there I learned, there was all kinds of information. We toured a couple of museums and stuff like that too. And then,
is that when you learned that McGravy had lied to you, or
that was when I came to the realization, because then there were obviously other species there too, and so birds. And I was saying, well, wait, aren't they mammals? I mean, sorry, marsupials too? And they said, no, they don't have pouches. They lay eggs, and then they fly away. And then I said, well, wait, what about the platypus? Because the platypus also lays eggs. It doesn't fly away, obviously. But I assumed, if it can lay eggs, it's still going to be a marsupial. But no, I learned that.
All right. I think we are going to have to end it there. I think all that has been said about
marsupials.
Dr. McGravy, Mr. McGravy, I don't know, but
Mr. McGravy ruined your life.
Yeah, I don't think he had a doctorate. Thankfully not.
All right. So, Josiah, do you want to confer with your team and come up with is this a truth or is this a lie?
What do you think, guys?
Dude, listen. I don't want anyone else to hear. There's no effing way. There's no way that there's a McGravy ever.
Yeah.
I love Mindy. I do.
Yeah.
She's full of shit too.
100%. Hey guys, I also think it's a lie.
Yeah.
Because he said that somebody challenged him in high school, and then in college on this trip is when he discovered.
Right. Detail oriented.
But I don't trust the American school system enough that it tracks that some idiot would just be teaching biology wrong. But I think we're going with lie.
Yeah. If this were math, I would think, true. But this is a science teacher, so.
If this were Narnia, I would believe that McGravy existed.
If this was a Thanksgiving-themed high school,
okay.
Oh, yeah. Bitch gets McGravy.
Wooly, it's a lie.
It's a lie. All right. Sorry, we had a little technical difficulty, and my fans couldn't see me for a minute, but I'm back. All right. So, Karl, would you please let us know, was that a truth or was that a lie?
It is a lie. It's a fabrication.
Ooh.
Ain't no McGravy.
Ain't no McGravy.
Damn.
The McGravy, really?
Wait, was your teacher really? Did you ever have a teacher named McGravy at all?
I had how would you know if I'm telling the truth or not? So,
True.
No, in 7th grade, I had one named Mr. Macaravy. So
okay,
I conflated it with gravy.
Macaravy?
Macaravy. I swear that was
Macarena. Got it.
So I think it's really important right now to do a plug for the Providence Improv Guild, because if you want to learn how to make up names like Karl just did, take a class with the Providence Improv Guild, because that's improv right there.
Because then you'll get,
comedy
then you'll get better at it too.
Absolutely.
That is comedy gold.
Comedy Brown.
Absolutely. All right. Well, after 2 rounds, we are Fibber McGee and Molly 1 and Mando 1. We've tied the score, which only means it's time to pick our next statement reader. I don't know what to call those people. All right. So according to the random generator, Hannah, you are next. Are you ready to read your statements? Statement number 1.
Did you say I'm next?
You are next. That's okay.
Hannah, don't say McGravy. It's McGravy and it's fake. Don't say McGravy.
I'm naming my first kid McGravy.
That's my next team name is McGravy.
All right.
We are McGravy.
I finally get to open the email. All right. I swallowed a rock once because I thought it would turn me into an egg.
Oh, Hannah, you were glitching a little bit there. Can you read it again? You're frozen. So, all right, you look like you're better now. Can you read it one more time?
Oh, sorry. Hello? Okay.
Hello.
Ready?
Yep.
I swallowed a rock once because I thought it would turn me.
I'm dying to know what it turns into.
Is it going?
No, it keeps pausing in the same place. We don't know what it turns you into. Try it one more time.
Good tactic, though.
Yeah.
Okay, it turned me into an animal. An animal at sundown.
All right, so you swallowed a rock once because you thought it would turn you into an animal at sundown. Did I get that right?
Is it working?
Let's unpack this, whether it's a statement or not. Question. Anyway.
Oh, she's back.
What animal?
I
Hannah,
didn't hear anything you just said.
Oh no.
I didn't say much.
Okay. Any animal.
Any animal.
You thought it would just turn you into any animal.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
So you did swallow it, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And how big was it?
I swallowed it whole. Yeah.
Was it large?
How big was it? It was like it was passable.
True.
Whew, and the whole audience breathes a sigh of relief that you were able to pass it. Nice.
What inspired this?
Is there an animal that's like deaf and also like silent?
Oh, no!
I think it works.
We have a great strategy.
Oh,
Hello?
there we go.
Oh, that's
Now
much.
you're back.
You're back.
Were you like hoping to fly or burrow?
I'm sorry, I'm back. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. What was that? Sorry, a fly or a burrow?
Like we were hoping to like become like an animal like that would let you do stuff like your favorite animal. Like what was the inspiration? That was I think Justin's. What was your inspiration?
Yeah.
What was it? I'm sorry. Did you ask me something? It like went
What's
out.
your inspiration?
Yeah, what inspired this?
My
this endeavor?
inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin. My older cousin was my inspiration because she's.
We lost
Because-
you at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we on a delay with Hannah? Is Hannah delayed now?
I don't know. I like can't really.
Oh no.
hear
Okay.
You're
it.
not.
Yeah,
All
you're,
right, we can hear you. Your older cousin inspired this. What's your older cousin's name?
Hello.
Hello.
Tell the
Hi.
people in your house to
Hi.
turn off Netflix.
Hannah, what's your favorite? What was your favorite animal? So Mike and Karl, can you answer for her?
All right. I think
It would be an
think we-
animal that either had a pouch or no.
For sure.
Definitely
Marsupial.
Australian. Definitely Australian.
Okay.
all right.
I'm
I'm
going to say bunny. I'm going to say
Okay.
bunny.
I'm going to call an audible on this one. And Mike, would you read yours? And we'll start with you. We'll come back to
Oh.
Hannah if her connection gets a little bit more stable.
I've been waiting all day to open this email.
Yeah, I knew you would be. And I used a sports term. I've never used a sports term before when I said audible. So you're welcome, fans. You're welcome.
Thanks, Wooly.
You're welcome.
All right, everyone. When I was a child, my imaginary friend was a sponge with
Am I
legs and a
back?
tie.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Anna, we're moving on to Mike. We'll come back to you if your internet gets a little more stable. You look frozen again, so I don't think you're back. Oh, you're moving. Oh,
Okay.
Nope, she's present.
No.
By the way, a good time to plug our sponsor. We're brought to you tonight by Cox Cable. So get your internet always fast speeds.
all right. When I was a child, my imaginary friend was a sponge with legs and a tie. I was later devastated to learn about SpongeBob SquarePants.
Did this work?
Interesting.
It did, Hannah. I can hear you.
A little
clear.
bit. We'll come
Did
back
this
to you.
work?
We're coming back.
Okay.
All right, Mike.
Yeah.
So this was a friend of yours?
All right. Did this work?
Yeah.
Yes, Hannah. No, I'm kidding.
Someone typed to Hannah that it worked, but she's on hold. Yes. An imaginary friend.
So you had an imaginary friend, and at what time were you growing? I don't want to ask you your age. I don't want to be rude, but
Don't
at
ask
what
me.
point were you having this imaginary friend, and then at what point did SpongeBob come to you?
Well, I'm an older man, as you can tell, Josiah. I think this was in my years 3 to 6 or so. I think by 7, I grew this level of imaginary friend. I was on the more advanced ones, like all of you. But SpongeBob, when the cartoon came out, 20 years ago now, something like that. That's
Yeah,
my
90s.
like,
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the sponge's name?
Sam. It wasn't
Any
short
reason,
Frank,
or-
it was just Sam.
Just Sam.
That's just a name I could say at that age, and I just stuck with it.
Sure. SAM?
Yeah, I didn't spell it at the time. I say imaginary friend, but I was also playing. My parents to give me a real sponge to play with, so it's like an action figure. We didn't have a lot of toys, and I had a sponge, and then in my mind, he was more anthropomorphic than he was given.
Okay.
So you would when you would speak to Sam, you would refer to the sponge toy.
Yeah, I'd have him with me, but even when I didn't have the sponge with me, I'd still talk to Sam. Again, 3 to 6. You know, the world isn't solid.
Right.
I don't have object permanence now. Never mind then.
Right. And at 6, did you just say, you're not giving me what I need in a friendship? This is over, or how did?
Yeah, I didn't have a sit down with the imaginary friend, Josiah,
Okay.
but what I had was a whole lot of anxiety and guilt as a child. That's for another show, but just going to pre-K and listening to other kids talk about their actual friends and whatnot. I soon stopped talking about him, and then I soon stopped talking to him. That's how it went.
Now, did you stop talking to Sam when SpongeBob SquarePants came out? Because that came out probably you in your 30s, maybe, when it came out.
No. I stopped. Like I said, between the ages of like 3 to 6.
Yeah.
By 7, I was done with Sam.
Okay.
And here's a question: how did you feel the first time you ever saw SpongeBob SquarePants? How did it make you feel on the inside?
I don't want to use the word triggered. I want to use the word like I was affected. Like I'm like, why is this? It's like, why is this so familiar yet also so straight? Like I thought it was a great concept, but like everyone else was like, this is so weird. Talking about, I'm like, that doesn't seem so weird. So many other cartoons out there, but there's something familiar about it. And then only watching the cartoon with my daughter at my parents' house did my mother go, yeah, you used to play with a sponge. We had it under the sink. You'd walk around with it. And then it all came flying back. Like, yeah, oh my God. Like those floodgates are open and you remember that junk you did as a kid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
You seem very happy with your memory, Sam. Like you seem like your
therapy's a wonderful place, Tom.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad we can be of help right now. But yeah, this sounds possible to me. I mean, we all play with some pretty,
likewise
different stuff.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I had a small wave of no. I invented that first. Oh my God! If I'd known, I could have monetized it. No 6-year-old's going to monetize something. Like I know that ship had stale, but I was still upset that I'm like, I thought of it. I'm older than that guy who created him. I thought of it first.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Bird.
Okay. Thank you. Mike, what was your favorite side of the sponge? Did you have a preferred side?
These aren't advanced sponges like we have today. It was just like the foam. That's it. It wasn't like a scouring pad on one side or anything.
But back then, they still came out with multiple colors. Was it a yellow sponge?
No, it was not yellow. That was true.
What? Just for imagery's sake, what was the color?
It's like a mauve, like a dusty rose.
Dusty rose.
Yeah, it's not blue. It's not purple. It's just like a
bullshit.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Bullshit.
I was a textile chemist for a while, so mauve was big in my world. So that's the best way to describe it.
And Mike, in this lie that you're telling us, did you have any other imaginary friends? Did you have like Fairly Odd Parents or any other imaginary friends?
Yeah,
I can't answer the question as asked, but I will say that I had more than one imaginary friend through my lifetime.
Guys, I think this is
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Was it like a snail that like ran real fast? Was that one of them?
Guys, at 6 years old, I didn't invent the cartoon before it happened. I talked to a sponge. I gave him a name.
Yeah.
Right, and you said his name was Jim, right? The sponge.
Sam.
I was waiting for him. I was trying to trick him.
Sam.
Josiah, you got to come in closer if we want to plan something.
Okay.
It's Sam.
Okay.
Because again, a 3-year-old could say it's a name I could say at the time.
Sure. What do you guys think?
Okay.
I don't know. Again, it seems possible, but I don't know. I think Mike's lying. I think it's a lie.
Yeah. He seems really confident in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that it's true, but the real lie, that's not his wallpaper in his house for sure.
I could drop it and you'd see a real green screen, and behind that, the rest of my basement. It's not pretty.
Okay.
Yeah, Josiah, you're the tiebreaker on this. Josiah, you're the tiebreaker on this one.
All right. Wooly?
Yes?
He's telling the truth.
You're going with truth?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I got a surprise for you. Hannah's back, so I'm bringing her in the game.
Yay.
Welcome back. Show the fans the water bottle.
We missed you, Hannah.
I made it. Here you go, you guys. You got me back.
Woo! Oh, man, you know how to please the crowd, Hannah. Excellent. All right, Mike. What was that, a truth or was that a lie?
The wonderful world and lifetime of my friend Sam when I was a young child is a lie.
What about?
Well,
I'm sorry,
you were
Tom.
right, Tom. You were right.
That's all right. I think everyone's lying. So,
well,
my go-to.
Well, I'll tell you. I will tell you. It is no points were exchanged on that round, so we are still Fibber McGee and Molly 1, Mando 1. And we, yeah. All right.
Okay.
It's a new
Well
game.
done, Mike. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done, Mike.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks, Sam.
I don't know what you did, but well done, Mike.
Dusty Rose, huh?
Mauve.
All right. Hannah, I'm automatically putting you at the end. You will be the last one to go, and we will redo that statement. We'll do it all over again. But that means the next person up, according to my random person generator, is Tom.
Okay.
Let's go.
So excited. Oh, ooh. Possession.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. That's happening. Here we go.
Wow.
This is a commissioned cat painting that I have hanging in my office.
Who painted it?
So, I have a good friend named Pat, and he was a really great artist, and he was a good friend of mine, and I really loved this cat. This cat was my first cat, and then the cat, the cats died. The cat passed away, and I asked Pat if he would paint an oil painting of this cat, and I gave him a picture, and he told me how much it was going to be. I negotiated, and then a few months later, he brought this over, and it was that's what the cat looked like.
You know Pat and cat rhyme, right?
I'm not aware of that. I mean, now that you mention it, Mike, Dusty Rose, Amaral, I
Dusty Rose.
That do rhyme. Yeah, let's put that on the record.
So you, Tom, you said this is in your office. Is this is a home office, or is this your office at where you teach?
Home office.
Home office. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. My home office.
Yeah. What size is the painting, roughly?
I don't know, man. It's big. I would say it's I don't know. I'm 6 feet. I would say it's 3 feet by 2, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's a big cat.
Tom, I'd ask you if you have a blender, but I'm going to say, are you in your office now?
That's a great question, Mike. I'm not. I'm not in my home office. I'm in my home basement.
I'm sure your office isn't in the basement.
No. I mean, not. It doesn't happen to be in the same place. No. Would you like?
That would require me to have been to your house and stuff, and that didn't happen.
No.
Yeah.
And it won't. No, I'm kidding. Sure.
So what was the cat's name? And tell us a little bit about the cat.
Yeah.
The cat's name is Nat. No, I'm kidding. The cat's name is Zed.
Zed.
And did you ask me to tell you more about the cat itself?
Yes.
This cat saved my life, actually. So when I first got the cat, I lived in Brooklyn, and in an apartment right above an antique store. And then one of the antique lamps in the store was left on overnight, caused a fire. Okay, so all this electrical fire was happening, smoke everywhere, and I didn't wake up. I felt something clawing at my face, and it was this cat staring at me, screaming, and there's smoke everywhere. So I scooped the cat up, ran downstairs, left the apartment, and the cat saved my life. So like, you know, I'll never forget this guy. So you know, I mean, I have various other mementos and a shrine, if you will.
What else?
Wait.
What else?
Wait, is that when you first met the cat, or the cat had lived with you? I apologize if I.
No, that's a great question. This was, the cat was a kitten, so this was like a month after I got him.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he just like randomly showed like a superhero, just kind of came into your flat and then
No. I had just had him neutered like a few days before that fire.
Oh,
how old are you when you got this cat, Tom?
Well, you're dating me, right? I was 20. I was 26. 26 years old when I got this cat.
And how long did the cat live?
That's excellent question. We're getting mathy. Cat lived 16 and a half years.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. And
Tom, how old are you now?
I owe that guy my life.
Yeah.
Tom, how old are you now?
I'm an old man, Mike. I'm pretty old. I'm like, I don't know. I'm 40. I'll be 49 in November.
So Tom, you said you had a friend commission this painting. What's the friend?
I commissioned it. Yeah, like
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Pardon me. You had the painting commissioned, and the friend, the artist who did it was a friend, correct?
Yes, that's a great question. Thank
you.
Yeah.
What was the individual's name, and did they get it at art school or just?
You know what? Pat's his name. He did go to RISD.
Oh, you did say Pat. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Pat. I actually don't remember Pat's name. He doesn't live in Ireland anymore. We don't actually talk anymore. How much did I pay for the art? That's a great. Yeah. I mean, Julie, of course, these are great questions. How could I not give props to the questioners? What was it? Oh, well, how much did I pay? I think it was like 600.
You said you get into negotiations about how much you were going to pay this guy.
Wait,
but it's essentially a paint by numbers cat.
Yeah, that's 500. Look at those clouds. Are you kidding me? Look at those clouds. Look at that ground.
So you paid $500 to $600 for this painting we see in front of us.
Yes, Hannah, I did.
Okay. I'm just trying to,
I have a strong feeling that this painting actually hangs in our producer's house, or that Noah painted it. Not that some guy named Pat painted a cat.
Dude, Pat did a great
Pat
job.
painted a cat.
Did Dr. Seuss paint this picture?
Yeah, RISD Pat.
Yeah, good old RISD Pat. Good old RISD Pat.
And he was a friend, and he charged you $500 to $600.
He was a friend, and you don't know his last name.
I don't remember his last name. And yeah, well, he's still alive, Becca. So it's probably still. It's probably. I hope
you don't know his name. You don't know where he is. How do you know he's still alive?
No, he's in. He moved to where did he move?
Something that rhymes with at.
He moved to Kansas.
Not from Kansas.
Kansas is a state. I paid him that much, Hannah, because he's an artist, and I want to make artists deserve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brad, thank you for your opinion, Brad.
No 26-year-old. No 26-year-old living in Brooklyn has $500. I'm sorry, Tom.
All right. I think.
No, I didn't pay for the painting when I was 26. I paid it years later.
Yeah, that is 16 and a half, apparently. Yeah. So,
years later, I had $500 lying around.
I know you probably don't have enough information to make a determination on this one, because it's tough. But Fibber, McGee, and Molly, can you confer and let me know what you think? Is this the truth?
Guys, if we get
or
close,
is this a
they
lie?
can't hear us.
Guys, I think he might be lying. I don't know about you, but I mean, he doesn't even know his friend's last name. Pat from Kansas. He moved to Kansas.
I mean, I mean, art is art, but I would not have paid $5.
Yeah,
for
that.
painting, let alone $5.
Yeah.
Right?
It's cute.
And I'm speaking as someone who just lost a cat. I would not be paying that.
Yeah.
Right.
And
He
I know
did save his life though.
Yeah.
You do have to.
Yeah, that sounded very plausible.
Tom,
Yeah, it's like canaries in a coal mine. Kittens don't wake you up due to smoke inhalation. Kittens die first.
it's
Oh my God, you're so evil.
It's basic biology.
Tom is going for the audience vote by producing the water bottle. So with that, Hannah, what does your team? What are you going to go with?
I don't know. What do you guys?
I know how much the Epsteins like cats. That's my only apprehension. But
yeah.
But say, and I don't know if he's just BSing about the other facts, and that's to throw us off. But
I would vote lie.
All right. I think I would vote lie too. What do you think, Karl?
I think it's truth, but since it's two lies and a truth, let's see. I mean, it's just All
right, we're going lie.
Going lie. All right, Tom. Was let me bring it up one last time. Was this a $500 commission painting of a cat?
I say, Karl, you should have overruled him because it is true. It is.
Wow.
I don't remember Cat's last name, but it's all true.
You paid a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I know. I overpaid. He's broke. I wanted to help him out.
Yeah.
And I wanted a picture of my boo-boo.
I'm going to be unpacking this for a long time.
Wow.
I mean, and there was, I know I shouldn't comment, but boy, I thought you had him at the home office. I thought there were so many things that I thought you tripped him up in. Rarely does Willie get flummoxed, but I am really flummoxed on this one.
Yep. Well, this was very therapeutic, everyone. Thank you.
Wow.
Of course.
Wow. All right. After that one, I have to say that no points were exchanged on that one, so we're still tied 1-1, and that means Josiah, you are up.
Cool. This is like a soccer game, 1-1, the entire game.
1-1.
Yeah.
All right. I'm opening up my thing here. Let's see. Okay. I once swallowed a rock and turned into a.
You didn't freeze for long enough, too.
I'm so sorry, Hannah. I'm so sorry. That was rude. I'm sorry. Okay, for real. I wrote a parody version of the Declaration of Independence as part of an 8th grade project, and it got me detention.
In 8th grade, what project?
As a 8th grade, project.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
I thought there was an adjective. In it.
Hold on.
So, can you give us like a sample, maybe? A little. Do you know?
Yeah, there was a lot of like big wigs, and we were declaring stuff that was like fun for us. Obviously, we were declaring that they would be like pudding at lunch every day, and that we would get an hour and a half lunch when we were just declaring things. I thought it was pretty funny. I thought mostly the costumes sold it, but I guess my teachers didn't think so.
Was it like a classic, like Josiah to the principal's office, or like how did it go down?
Yeah, like I was like a smart kid, but I was also, a class clown. So they would just be like, Josiah, damn it, again. And I'd be like, oh, what can I say? It's me. And then I'd go. And detention was never fun. So, I don't know.
So was it, how many people participated in this? Was it just you, or you said?
Well, it was, let me think, me, Brent. I think there was there's about 5 or 6 of us, but
Okay.
we did have costume changes.
I was going to say, so you had wigs? You were actually in 8th grade able to, you had wigs and...
Yeah, and like oversized jackets. My friend Brent, he was like, he had a nice home, he had nice parents, he had money, so we used his money to fund this project, and it was supposed to be like an actual project that like actually taught people some things, but me being the comedic writer and friends shooting the stuff, we were like, let's just make fun and have fun with it, and it I think it killed, by the way.
What was the best bit?
What was the best bit?
Yeah, what was the best bit?
Let's see. Oh, the tea party was classic. Just because we were just miming, we were drinking tea, and then some guy came in, and then he just fought us, and then it was like, that's the tea party. So like the Boston
Tea Party
thing.
section of the Declaration of Independence.
No, like the Boston, what was it called? It was the Boston, the tea party, they throwing tea over the water.
Boston Tea Party.
Yeah. Boston Tea Party section
You
of the
got
Declaration of
every
Independence.
party where they had the tea in Boston.
With your friends Brent and probably Pat and Kat. And
I think Mr. McGravy was Josiah's history teacher.
Yeah. He was multifaceted.
No. Yeah, so I think that was the best bit.
Wow. Honestly, I kind of believe that.
So in addition to getting called to the principal's office, what'd you get for a grade?
For that project, I had to redo it. We had to redo it.
What did the redo look like?
A PowerPoint presentation. Yeah,
As you can see on slide 2, wigs. Slide 3, big jackets. Slide 4, Brent.
Yeah. I was in like the what we call IB classes, International Baccalaureate. So they
What? One more time.
Sounds made up.
International I can never say it, Baccalaureate program. And so it was, enlightened teachers who thought we're going to give them space. So there was a little bit of freedom with all of our projects. And obviously I took that freedom too far. And so I had to do just classic PowerPoint after that.
What was the school? What was the school's name? Where was it?
Irving Middle School.
In Rhode Island or?
Colorado Springs, Colorado. And funny enough, we were the Irving Patriots. So that's kind of fitting for the project because it's about the Declaration.
Yeah, I get the connection there.
The Declaration of Patriots.
Declaration, yeah.
Did the people that helped you with this, was it a group project, or were they just helping you on yours and they had their own?
It was a group project.
So everybody had to redo.
No, there
projects.
was 3 of us: me, Brent, and Donald Tafoya. And we.
Right, you went from a bunch of people in costume changes to just you, Brent, and.
No. It was our 3 of us were supposed to do the project, but we got our other friends to join in.
What did Brent do for his redo?
We did a PowerPoint together.
Oh, so you were allowed to work together on something else?
Yeah. As in, like, if we want to ever make this happen again, we should probably fix it. So we fixed it up. It could have been no. I guess Prezzies were a little bit later in my time, but if anybody's done a Prezzy, they're an alternate version of
PowerPoint.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All right. I think it might be time.
Hmm.
Figure and Molly. Time to confer. You can tell they're thinking about it because it's audible.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm sorry. What do you guys?
Hey, guys.
I don't know. I think it's. Oh, Jaybird, are you?
Yeah, JD.
Sorry, I'm just trying to listen in on you
These
guys.
jump teams here.
Excuse us? Could you
Okay.
excuse us, please? Could you?
Yeah. Give us some privacy. God. I don't know. I think it's true.
I think it's pretty plausible too.
I think it's farcically embellished because it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. I think we're going true.
Or I'm more than willing to be wrong.
Or no, true. Okay.
All right. Is that the final answer? True?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
Josiah, was your statement the truth or was it a lie?
Josiah's presentation of the Declaration of Patriots was a lie.
Oh.
That Donald Party threw us.
Wow.
Wow.
Good job.
Wow.
That was
Well,
impressive.
that means that it is still a tie.
Still a soccer game.
That means
Still
we're going to
horse
go back to Hannah, who looks like she has a very stable connection now. We're very
Super
excited.
stable.
Super
Sorry.
stable.
Sorry about
We're going to
it.
go to this. If a point is scored, then we'll have a winner. If not, we go into a sudden death tiebreaker. So I will explain how that works if we're in that situation. So
Wow.
not to put pressure on Hannah, but Hannah, I hope your internet doesn't crap out.
I hope it doesn't either.
All right, here we go.
I swallowed a rock once because I thought it would turn me into an animal at sundown.
And how old were you?
I was like 10.
What animal were you hoping to be?
You know, anything cool, like a wolf or a lion.
10, you said?
10.
10-year-old lion.
Did you say you wanted to swallow one, or you actually swallowed it?
I swallowed it. I actually swallowed it.
And what do you remember what color it was?
No, I don't. I think it was like a pebble, like a gray.
Now, did you think, hey, I want to find a rock that I can swallow to turn into a wolf? Or did you see the rock and then that rock has properties that will turn me? Just curious.
Yeah, good
No.
question.
I was hanging out with my older cousin, and she was pretending that she was a lion and a tiger, and I was like, and she was like, I turned into an animal at sundown, and I asked her how she did it, and she told me she swallowed a rock. So my fate was swallowing a rock.
You were inspired by an older relative. Oh.
Yes.
Was this older relative on your mom or dad's side of the family, and what was their name?
My dad's side, and her name was Sarah.
Sarah?
Her name is Sarah. Is
Sarah with or without an H?
With
Sarah. All right. Can you get her on the phone? Get her on the phone.
At this time in your life, did you have a favorite animal?
I don't think so. Only because I'm just an undecisive person.
But
you know?
Yeah.
Are you still an undecisive person?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Let me think about it. Yeah.
Okay, so when it didn't happen, I'm assuming it didn't happen. Were you disappointed, or were you like, I just didn't find the right rock? What happened in the post?
The post. Well, I truly believed that I could now turn into. You know what? Honestly, it was more for my cousin's validation that I swallowed the rock. and now I can turn into an animal. You know what I mean? I think I don't know. It's very psychological.
This was like you did it like as like a oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, I think so.
After you ate the rock, did you start running around like an animal, like your cousin was doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Hannah, did you have a game plan for if you were actually turned into an animal?
No, that's what I was hoping for. I think any kid would love to turn into an animal at sundown, or unless I'm just.
Yeah, that would be terrifying.
And at this point in your life, had you watched a lot of Twilight or any other werewolf movies?
Yeah, and did you feel robbed? Did you feel robbed when you saw them turn, but you didn't? Like Sam?
No, I never watched Twilight, but I did watch a lot of like H2O transform into, and I really dig that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, H2O transform?
Into mermaids. You've never seen H2O?
No, I don't. No.
No.
Is this a bit because of your water bottle?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right. I feel pretty comfortable that this is a lie.
I think this is a lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, wait, Jay. Let's
talk it out, buddy.
Talk it out, guys.
So,
All right.
What are you thinking?
So I'm thinking when Hannah was roughly 10, Animorphs, the Nickelodeon show, might have been a thing.
Animorphs.
And this whole turning into animals thing.
Yeah.
That this isn't new. This isn't new. This is bats, vampires.
I think you're not wrong. It is based in a true myth, but I will say there's no pebble eating in any of those shows. And also,
true.
I don't know. The whole after eating the rock situation seems a little bit hazy to me.
I also feel like that if it were true, she would know what animal she'd want to turn into.
Right.
Feel like it. Children are specific.
Yes.
Guys, I got one piece that's just pulling me back into the Truthville.
Yeah.
What?
It's the H in Sarah.
What about it?
It's there.
Oh.
Present.
Well,
I'm just kidding. It's probably a lie. I think you guys are.
All right.
Wooly, it's a lie.
Josiah, you are going with a lie.
Yes.
Are you absolutely sure this is for the game?
Get back in here, guys.
Okay.
I don't know. Earlier she said that she passed it. It was passable.
Yeah, but that was funny.
It also should be said that I have no idea the answers to these. So
it's a lie.
It's going with a lie. All right. Hannah, we've waited all night for this. Was it a truth or was it a lie?
It was the truth.
Oh, come on!
It was totally the truth.
You eat a rock? What the hell's the matter with you?
No.
Guys, the ancient Sarah was right there.
I underestimated her weirdness.
I'm kidding. I've done way worse shit than that. That's
You ate a painting of a cat, didn't you, Tom?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no.
I did.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Justin, I'm sorry. You were right, Justin.
The H.
Sorry.
Well,
God damn it, that H.
That means we're going to be. That means we're going to be going into sudden death. So that's exciting. Only the second time, and would I lie to you, history that this has happened. But before I explain how that happens, I do want to give another plug to our donations. Again, if you are interested in giving a little donation, our PayPal link is below. Also, we will be doing this again on September 24th. So what we really want everybody to do is get the word out, get our attendance up. We keep getting more and more every week. We'd love to get more and more folks walking. So we're excited. So September 24th, 8 p.m. It's a Thursday night. You got here. You know how to do it. This is it. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube, and we're also on Facebook tonight. Looks like a lot of people on our YouTube page. So thanks all for watching. So sudden death. I'm going to choose one of you to read your second statement. You're going to do it. You're going to do it exactly the same. However, if the other team guesses correctly if it's a truth or a lie, they win. If they don't, you win. So that's it. It's sudden death. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I'm running my numbers through here, coming up with the random name generator, and I'm coming up with Tom.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get that thing back.
So
all right, here we go. All right, folks. I was briefly part of a sleep study, but they asked me not to come back because my sleeping was too weird.
Is that it?
What was their scientific definition of weird?
Yeah.
Well, they put it really. It didn't offend me, but they said that I kept on like running time out. It's like I just kept on like immediately making noise, like snoring, and I've got issues. Just to let you know, there's reasons why I was part of the sleep study, right? So it was really I was just very loud, and it took a long time. Like it took a long time for me to get to sleep, and then it took a long time for me to like wake. It was just very strange. It was throwing everything out of whack. So that was how it was described to me. That like I was I don't know. I wasn't part of the control group. Like I wasn't acting appropriately in my sleep.
So what?
Go ahead.
Sorry. What? How did you find out about this sleep study?
I've been told I snore, and iPhones. So on my feed, or like Facebook, right? So like on my feed, there'd be like Brown University sleep study. So we'll pay you. So I'm like, I'm broke from spending $500 on a cat.
Nice tie-in.
It's cool that they asked me to not do it because the sleep study was really long. It was like over the course of like 4 months, and they had to like hook me up with like weird electrodes, and everyone was smiling at me, but it's like they were scaring me. It was like a horror movie for the most part. And when they
sorry.
Go ahead.
So they're in the room watching you while you sleep. The same room.
No, they were observing, but they weren't in the room with me. But they were observing and recording.
4 months long?
It was a 4-month study. Well, my participation lasted 4 months.
So how many nights a week were you there for the sleeping?
I could only do so much. So I went twice a week for like 4 months. 4 months, yeah.
So
maybe 8 or 9 times.
Okay. So it was optional how frequently you could show up for
Yeah.
the study?
No, it was worked out. So like some people they were doing like every day for 2 weeks. Some people, there were options for what kind of control group you could participate in.
Okay, and then you would go in the evening at night, and you would actually sleep at night. So it was,
it was funny to me because I didn't expect that I think they were making a bunch of cuts anyway. It was like kind of funny that they said that like they had all the data they needed from me and things were weird, things were strange, but they didn't need me anymore. I kind of felt like they were ushering me out because I was screwing up their data with my loudness.
Did they refer you to a neurologist to follow up to make sure that you got taken care of?
Yes, they did, Mike. Thank you. You outed my apnea.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Awkward. No, it's fine. Yeah. No. Yes. Yes. I'm still getting like. Yeah. I was referred. They didn't just kick me to the curb and said, "Good luck, sleep freak."
but it took them 4 months to realize that you had sleep apnea after observing you at least 2 nights a week for.
No, they knew I had sleep apnea, but they didn't know that how bad it was or how to what frequency my symptoms of apnea were. They didn't know how bad they were.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, what are the symptoms of apnea?
Are you serious? Are we? We're going here.
Yeah.
Google it.
I mean, I don't want to do anything that's not HIPAA compliant right now. I mean, you offered up this truth.
I'm billing all of you for this. I don't get good sleep. I sometimes can't breathe. I have a lot of phlegm. Jesus Christ, I sleep maybe 2 hours a night. My wife sleeps maybe 2.5 hours a night. I get to sleep in my home office with my cat shrine. Sometimes, it's a party, Mike. It's a symptom party. There's more if you want to hear, but I think you might get the gist.
So this neurologist who you saw, what was the neurologist's name? Do you remember?
No, this was like 5 years ago. Give me a second.
McGravy. McGravy.
Quick, let me look around the room. Nick Rugg.
Yep, let's get McGravy.
Dr. McGravy.
Dr. McGravy. No, seriously.
Thank you, Julie. Dr. McGravy.
I honestly don't remember. To tell you the truth.
But what did they do? What was the standard of care that they gave you for?
I'm so glad we got both suitcases. We're really traveling down this route. So I use a sleep machine.
Tom, we love you and we're concerned. We want to make sure that you're being treated
You
properly.
use nasal cannulas or full face mask?
What was that?
No,
or full face mask?
Can we see it?
I'm in my basement, okay? I'm not in my bedroom, Hannah. Thank you. So I hook up to a machine, and I have to power it up. I have an app on my phone that can help me sort of like monitor my shit.
So they call it the apnea.
Apnea with 2 P's.
That's great. I don't feel bad right now. That's great.
Tom,
Mike, how much more of my medical history would you like?
Fine. Now that you've got a program and a routine, is your sleep that much better?
Thank you so much for asking, Julie. That was a great question. When you say Julie, my sleep is a lot better because I've paid some attention to making it better. So thank you.
So now your sleep is better. Your wife's sleep is better because your sleep is better.
I'm back in my own bed, baby.
Nice.
How noisy is the machine that you use?
Have you seen Star Wars?
I have, yes. Some of it.
Like Darth Vader?
Yeah.
It's like around like Darth Vader, like in full, like. It's great. It's really great.
Darth Vader decibels.
Yeah, Darth Vader. Yeah.
All right.
Hashtag
Darth Vader decibels.
I love that.
They're like 7 dBs.
All right. I think before we start asking Tom even more personal questions,
bring it on.
I think it might be time for you all to gather in close to the camera and confer. But remember, this is for the game. This is for the game.
We don't want to lose this, guys. But
I think he might be lying.
I don't know. When he said that his machine sounds like Darth Vader, I have a 15-year-old one, and it's fairly quiet, and the new ones are whisper quiet. So if he's got a Darth Vader one, his is broken.
Tom, if this is real, get that.
But he's good at making the truth look like a lie.
I know. I
Sorry,
mean,
did you bring me into this? What happened? What?
Tom, before you ask, could you just like thumbs up if you tell him the truth? And that no.
yeah. I don't know.
You want some truth? I hate you all. There you go. That's some truth.
Yeah, I think Tom has sleep apnea, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they ejected him from a study.
Right.
Yeah, which is the core of this is a 4-month-long study. And also, he kept saying control group. They don't tell you you're in the control group.
Yeah, they usually don't.
Maybe he knows that, like after. Hey, you're a part of the control group, you know.
Yeah, you have a real problem, so we have to kick you out of the control group.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't see someone who has a real problem getting kicked out of a study.
Okay, me too.
Because they want that data, right? You want that data.
You want that data. That sweet data.
Yeah, I think it's a lie.
Medical data. That sweet medical history, personal information data.
HIPAA data.
That Tom Epstein data.
I'm gonna say lie.
Lie.
What about you guys?
I'm gonna go with you.
Lie.
I'm gonna go with
Okay,
you.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So locked in. Final answer. Lie. Tom. What?
Sorry, guys. I did the best I could. It's a lie. I don't have
that means
that was pretty good.
That was very good. I mean,
Darth Vader.
It's pretty good.
Darth
It's pretty
Vader.
good.
That's
my own bed.
Yep. So that
I want a
does,
rematch.
that does mean our winners tonight are Fibber McGee and Molly. Congratulations. Well, I want to thank everybody, all of our contestants tonight for playing along. I hope you had a good time. Tonight.
Thanks for having us, Wooly.
Anytime.
Immensely.
I also want to thank our producer who puts all this together, Peter Kunis, and he's backstage with us tonight.
Yay!
And for all of you at home, thank you for the comments. Often the best part of the show, and you guys were killing it tonight. Join us on September 24th, 8 p.m. on all these mediums for another edition of Would I Lie to You? So good night, everybody.
Night.
Night.